Hey there, I am coming to you from my room in lovely Las Vegas, where I have closed the drapes behind me because I did not want you to see how beautiful my view is across a rooftop with lots of HVAC units all the way to the parking deck in the distance. Yeah, with all this scenic beauty here in Las Vegas, this is the room that I get stuck with on a low floor. So I see that and the sky. But that's not why I'm here. The reason I want to talk to you today is because of something that has been swallowing up the news cycle lately, and that is the coronavirus. If you have watched any news in the last couple of weeks, you've seen that the coronavirus, a disease which started supposedly in the Wuhan province of China, has now spread to several countries, actually every continent now except for Antarctica. As I record this, it's in over 60 countries to one degree or another, and with varying degrees of severity. Now, I'm of the camp that at this moment there are a lot of other things we should be concerned about. We see many more deaths from the flu, diabetes, heart disease, car accidents, and the like. But this is something that really can't be ignored, especially if you are in a tourism-driven business. So if your business is a restaurant, a hotel, an attraction, an event, an outdoor recreational activity, this is something that you really need to start paying attention to now. And not just paying attention, you need to start making plans right now. Because if this thing doesn't abate soon, and there are no indications that it's going to, your business could be adversely affected by this summer. As I record this right now on March 2nd, 2020, the outlook is for this disease only to grow and to spread regardless of the precautions that are taken, because that's what diseases do. This is why we have a flu that moves around the world every year, and we try to guess what strain of flu it will be so that we can get the flu vaccine. But for the coronavirus, there is no such vaccine. So I'm not here to talk to you about the virus itself. What I want to talk to you about is the economic effect of pandemic, because typically the economic effects of a pandemic occur not because of the pandemic itself, but because of the scare. So if you have a tourism-driven business, you need to be aware that right now, airlines are canceling flights. They're shutting down entire routes. There are countries, there are cities to which airlines will not fly as we speak. And they are extending waivers to people who want to cancel tickets to certain places. So as this progresses, what you're going to find is that more and more tourists are going to decide to pull back. They're going to hedge their bets and cancel their plans. Hotels are starting to see cancellations. Anybody in the tourism business is starting to feel the pinch already. Conferences are being taken online or being canceled altogether. A lot of things that people would normally gather for are being scaled back. So you need to be aware that your bookings, your business could be affected by the summertime. What are the plans you're making right now? How far in advance are you thinking? Are you taking things seriously? I want to be wrong. I hope this abates. I hope it goes away. I hope that it does what diseases do, and that is to naturally wear itself out through the population. But again, it may not. By all indications, people who are healthy are going to weather this pretty well, but your business may not. Your business may not. So make plans now. Do you need to line up some short-term working capital credit? Do you need to be talking to your creditors about what you can do if you start to lose bookings, if the business doesn't show up, if people don't show up to eat? What happens? What are you going to do now to start planning for the future so that if this thing does come to our doorstep, you're going to be ready? Do you need to make plans right now with your staff? Do you need to be letting your customers know what you're working on? It's better to let them know that you're working on something Even if it's a strategy you may never have to implement, it's better to let people know now than to wait until worst comes to worst and you don't have a plan. So, not to be alarmist, I just want you to be thinking about the future. This could be any business anywhere, and we could not be talking about coronavirus. We could be talking about the flu. We could be talking about wildfire. We could be talking about drought. We could be talking about a major road closure. We could be talking about a lot of things. This just happens to be the impetus right now that I want you to start thinking about how you're going to deal with it in your business. You need a disaster plan. You need to have something in place for the worst of times. Don't let this sneak up on you. Work on this now, and I'll see you next time.